Alright, y'all, so this is the mountain mint. This is what they call it. Right, the stem went from green, obviously, to what? To kind of red. I'm gonna try this fresh as a tea, and then when it's dried as well. So I'm gonna make some more stuff with it. You don't have much branches or limbs or stems coming out, right? It's more of its energy is in the center to hold it up. What are we looking at here? Let me see if I could make a clean cut. I don't have no scissors, but let's see what kind of stem we're working with. We're gonna blend some tea with this and start drinking mountain mint. Start bonding with mountain mint. So all my observations on the outside, what I could see and all of that, that's great. Right, but now once it gets on the inside, it's a whole different story. Once it starts transforming, you know, you put in different types of intentions in there, what's gonna happen? Right, it's gonna change up. And what we don't want to do is have the intentions running around like how society has us thinking about everything. So when you go and you put in a tea together or a blend together, right, anytime you're going to do something, create something, that's what it is, because you're creating, right? Or transform energy. Let me use that word, transforming energy, right? You want to, the intentions has to be so clear. And this is where I tell people all the time, we got to stop thinking, right? You have to stop thinking, because this is where, you know, you energize the herbs to a point where as soon as that person gets it, right, as soon as that client receives that tea, you know, from the first cup, they're feeling the difference, right? Because the more energy, or the more you could energize the herbs to do what they need to do, what happens? The faster the body comes back online. And yes, we know everything plays a part, so we go into the food and all of that type of stuff. And as we go into the food and clean that up for them, right, they're getting what they need, right? The body is getting what it needs. So when the body gets what it needs, then the body could transform that energy and what? Eliminate all conditions. Right, so I'm steeping this mountain mint, and I'll give you all some further updates on it. And one notice is, and I'm going to look at it with the other mints, right? The stem within this one is very long, right? And it's, you know, they don't have branches and stems sticking out. It's just, and leaves, right? So I'm going to look at it because it might be more of an air element, not, how to put it, it's going to be more air dominant. And due to the fact that it's more air dominant, this is something I will use for what? Obviously air, right? Getting air inside the body quickly. So we're going to look at it for the energy that it is. We're going to look at the water content. We're going to look at the earth. We're going to look at the what? Fire. And then once we understand those 4 physical elements within the plant, then basically we could do anything we want with it, right? Because what? Now we're looking at energy. We're looking at it for energy, and that energy is what is going to energize the client. As simple as that, because the client is what? Energy. It's not about who, it's about the what. I don't care who you are. Who you are is who you have become by what society has taught us. All right? And with that becoming, this is yourself. So we choose to put that to the side and just work with what we are, which is energy. And how to translate that energy when you see a plant, when you see a food, right? What is the dominant energy of the food? So now, what is the body lacking? If the body is lacking air, for sure, they definitely gain some mountain mint, right? That's what they call it. I just call it that. That's what they call it. But I'm looking at it for energy, so I don't really care what the name is.